Hello everybody, it's me Teja and I am back to do another video for Thursday on the Trans Youth channel. If you want to know any more information about me, you can always check out my own channel, which is XO?OX. And as always, I hope that you'll stay tuned. This week's question is all about what our friends think about our transition. What do they think of us before? What do they think of us now? And I've included some family members in there as well, just because why not get everyone's opinion, right? So I wasn't really sure how to answer this because honestly, I haven't really inquired too much about it. I've just been living my daily life as normal. And so I put on Facebook, I changed my status and I asked everybody, what did you think of me before transition and what do you think of me now? And how do you feel about me and transition in general? And so I got quite a few responses, so I just thought I would read them all to you because I thought it would be best to hear it from them than to just hear it from myself. My friend Danielle, I have known her since I was probably about 8 or 9 years old, and we grew up together, and we've been best friends for the longest time. And she said before, awesome, now more awesome, but seriously, would you like me to message you a longer response? And yeah, she's been there through everything. I have yet to get her longer response, but she is a teacher at a university, so she is quite busy being all teacher-like, philosophizing and all that stuff. Then I got a message from a girl named Pamela who I went to high school with, and Pamela and I almost had pretty much every single class together, and so we spent a lot of time together. And she was also a dancer like I was, so we ended up kind of corresponding along with some of the same groups. So it was really good to hear from her too. She said, T, you're beautiful, and it radiates through the computer screen. It seems like you're totally in touch with your authentic self, and I'm so happy. Then there was like a sister Christian who said, the fact that I'm your sis will never change, so I love you for you, boo. And I never really grew up with many, but for some reason I've always been very connected to my two oldest sisters. We would not see each other for years, but if we talked, it was like we've been around each other every day for our entire lives, and so it was really special. Then I got a message from Jen, and Jen, again, is one of my best friends. I grew up with her. I met her really through Danielle too. But she said, I thought you were hilarious, quirky, and yet quite very loud. Quiet yet very loud. You were fun to live with, though I hated you when you ate all the ice cream, but I forgive you. Now, you are the classy, elegant, beautiful woman we all knew you were inside, and I love you for taking control of your own body and life. When someone said, you can't, you said, bitch, sit down, shut up, it's my time to dance. Then I got a message from a girl named Stephanie, and I had just moved to a really small town when I met Stephanie, and she was pretty much the first person I ever interacted with. And I remember me, her, a couple of TAs, and a kid named Paul would all hang out together in the classroom during lunch instead of going outside to play. And I just loved being around them. And me and Stephanie hung out after school. She was a swimmer, and she's like really athletic, and she's super smart, and she's so gorgeous. She has like the most beautiful skin, and her eyes, oh my god. But she was one of the nicest people, and she made me feel so welcome to my new town when I moved. And we don't keep in contact very much, but again, like, we still remain quite close through our friendship because we have that special bond that happened in a pivotal point in time in history, and it was so beautiful to hear from her because I haven't heard from her in ages. But she said, I know we never talk, but that's okay. We're still friends. So I thought I would comment on this. I have known you pretty much forever, it seems. So here it goes. Before you were nice, awesome, and fun, and a good friend. Now you are still the same nice, friendly, fun, awesome person I've always known. Also, you did what you always said you were going to do, and being who you said you wanted to be. I hope everything is going well for you. It was really surprising to hear that, actually, because sometimes I don't really remember a lot of my childhood and how I acted. But, listening to that really brings me back to the point when I always used to tell everybody that I was going to be a beautiful princess, just like Ariel, and I was going to transform into a beautiful woman. And it's just so weird because, like, I was literally probably about 5 or 6 when I met Stephanie, so to hear that from way back when is just kind of like, obviously has been a long time thing for me. Next, I got a message from a girl named Allison. Now, me and Allison did a college course together down in downtown Vancouver. And at first, when I did that course, I was so quiet. It was really funny. I didn't speak to anybody, and everyone always thought that I was like this really kind of quiet, to myself kind of person. But halfway through the year, I hung out just randomly, and literally we became inseparable. Like, she is the funniest, nicest, most beautiful person inside and out. Like, literally, I can't even. And it's like she's like my twin from like completely another Mr. and Mrs. Okay, because like literally like we like all the same things, we have the same goals, like we came kind of from the same background, and literally every time, like when I sit down with people, I usually end up talking a lot, but with Allison, I can just sit there and listen to her for ages because she's like one of those really inspiring people, and I don't think she realizes it, but she's like, her beauty just really radiates and it resonates with so many people, and she's so addictive. It's like amazing. I haven't seen this girl forever, but when I go visit her, I'm definitely going to be stopping by her place. But she said, I only knew you as Ty before, but the time we did spend together was great. The minute I saw you, I wanted to talk to you and get to know you. I think I even told you that. You are fun, energetic, captivating, and most of all, a good friend. I haven't seen you in ages, but when you do come back for a visit, I'm sure you'll be just as beautiful of a person, inside and out, as before. Then I got a comment from my cousin Elle, who said, family is family no matter what. Thank you, Elle. Princess Noodles. And then from my drag mother. Now, it was really, really special to hear this from my drag mother because we know that when it comes to the drag community and the transsexual community, sometimes they click, sometimes they go along beautifully, but in a lot of cases, queens and transsexuals just don't go very well. And so I was most nervous, mostly coming out to them, because I felt that might have an impact on my status as a performer after working so hard, But this was really, really, really special because she is my drag mother. She introduced me to drag. She took me under her wing. She really helped me shine. And she said, well, your drag mama thinks and says about you, and it's love, love, love. Also, that's my wee girl all grown up. So that's what my family and friends had to say about my transition. I just want to say too, because there's a lot of people out there who feel like their family and friends won't or do not respond well to their transition, and they're scared to tell them, or maybe they've told them and they've gotten a negative response. And I actually watched an amazing video that I'll link down below. It's part of the Bombshell series by this woman named Abiola, and I'll probably mention her on my own channel when it becomes pre-released, but some words that she said did just stick with me, and it's really helped me in my transition. And I know it's kind of one of those things like you don't give a crap what other people think, but it's just the way she wanted it. Not your business, and it's their business. Don't ask for it. If they give it to you, it's not my business. So, if someone in your family or a friend that you're really near and dear with tells you or doesn't accept your transition, just remember at the end of the day, it's not your business. It doesn't matter. You know, there are more friends and there are more family members out in the world who will accept you. May not be blood related to you. You might not have a seriously long timeline with them. That's what the future is for. It's about building those bonds, and you will be able to make that happen. Last week's topic is, have you thought about aging as a transsexual? And I have to say that this is probably one of the topics that I have had no idea about, and I had not thought about it until this topic came up. And really, the one thing it has crossed my mind before, but I mean, I kind of played it off, because in my mind, a lot of natal women, when they go through menopause, end up taking HRT just like transsexual women, in order to maintain their hormone levels, so they continue to have not only a youthful look, but keep their femininity. A lot of women will go through HRT to preserve their femininity and their female features as they age. So I do feel like being a transsexual and being on hormones for the rest of your life is almost like a youth elixir, if that makes sense. No, it won't prolong your life, but it definitely will help preserve your beauty. So I did think about it like that. I tried to do some research onto some past transsexuals who may have aged, to see if I could confirm my beliefs. And there isn't a whole lot out there. I know there is a model named Caroline Cozy, who you can Google. She was a Bond girl, and she has aged quite beautifully, and she started quite young on hormones as well. But she ended up kind of dropping out of the whole scene in the 90s, but by that time she was in her late 30s. So that's kind of the closest I've got to aging, but she still looked like she was probably in her early, like she looked like she was 30, even though she was probably going on 40. That is all I have to say about this video. Again, if you do want any more information about me, you can always go to my channel, which is XO_OX. It is currently under construction, but will be relaunched on June 15th. Anyway, I hope this was informative, and I hope that this was helpful to somebody in some way. And until next time, I will see you all later. Bye.